Hi Aquarius, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a timeless tarot reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates. And as well, I want to thank you in advance for your likes, your comments, and of course subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. But do remember that whenever you are guided or drawn to this reading, it's meant for you given it's timeless. But we're going to keep it simple and pull from the Mermaid Tarot. I'm hearing, what are the emotions teaching you? What are the emotions teaching you? It's as if you're confident, you're stern, you're bold in your quest, along your quest to make money. And succeeding all the meanwhile, it feels like abundance is about to flow, and even more so out of preparation for what lies ahead. Feeling even royal-esque and angelic, but there's certain emotions. I feel like things are affecting you at times more than you'd like to admit or even be one with. For Aquarius, what do we have for Aquarius? Okay. I feel like self-care is coming into play. I feel like you will be purchasing in the upcoming days, weeks, stuff to make sure you are prepared for the future. Okay. For whatever reason, they were drawing me to face moisturizer, to be specific, but we have Temperance, Seven of Cups, and the Fool card. And so I do feel like you are recognizing that you have a ton on your plate, or being pushed to remember that. But I also feel like you're being pushed to remember that not everybody is to be trusted. As I'm drawn to these snakes and I'm wearing this ring, I do feel as if you have a lot of options when it comes to what you need to invest in or acquire moving forward. You need to have patience with oneself as you grow, as you develop, as you continuously evolve. I feel like you have this magical touch that is being put to use in a very powerful, organic way. You're allowing for oneself to recognize that there's more to you than meets the eye. And I feel like people need to understand that you have a lot going on behind closed doors. People worry about you, but they need to take a deep breath. You worry about oneself in moments of concern, but I feel like it dissipates so quickly because you're very confident about what lies ahead. Even if you don't, even if you doubt yourself or what lies ahead occasionally. I hope this is coming out right. I feel like your mind is a bit jumbled at times, and I just feel so zoned in on this Temperance card. Okay, there's a Sagittarius in your life that needs to relax, but I do feel it as if you're going to understand that you're meant to flow with the wind, with the changes that are meant to take place. There's a leap of faith moving forward that's going to leave you feeling bold and ready to conquer what lies ahead. There's a connection to water that will take place in your future, but your connection to the sunlight needs to be strengthened more so first. I do sense that there's a focus on your habits. Too much drinking or too much consumption of something that needs to be minimalized, to benefit your health, your complexion, your way of being. Socializing will be a big part of your future, even if you don't think so. Allow for yourself to recognize that even the slip-ups have been beneficial to prepare you for this next chapter. I feel as if there's a focus on creepier aspects of life, potentially tied into the spiritual realm. But with the Four of Cups, I do feel like as well, you're meant to remember who and what's not meant for you, okay? Continuously to benefit your future choices. We also have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, and so naturally, we're talking about where you don't fit in, right? Who makes you feel less than you are, or just makes you feel a bit wounded at times, or just putting you into a place of doubt. Allow for oneself to put up a shield, but don't make that a habit moving forward with new connections. Be strategic, but don't be overly protective or preventative. I feel as if, again, I'm getting the wind, all right? We're blowing you into a new direction. We're pushing you in a new direction. Trust that, okay? Trust that. The color pink will come into play. But I do feel like you at times feel as if there's either entities or spiritual entities or people who want to try to create a battle or bicker. And I do feel like, or instill doubt within your mind, one's mind, or make you nervous. Don't let it get the best of you, all right? Not responding feels like the best route, but I do feel like you're meant to focus on connections moving forward, okay? When you recognize that you have such a bright future when it comes to connections, when it comes to meeting new friends, when it comes to love, or you remember this, it will light you up, okay? When you meet new people moving forward who have more commonalities with you, you are going to recognize why you're making a change, okay? Whether that's more spirituality, commonalities as far as your craft goes, or as far as what you've been through, you name it. It's going to be different types of connections, but I do feel like for a lot drawn to this reading, you're meant to have more spiritual friends, okay? But we do need you to recognize or to remember why it's important for you to sail away from a situation that would crumble down, be kicked down by spirit either way, if you didn't do so on your own, all right? That's just not meant for you in the long run. Your world's changing, Aquarius, and that's a beautiful thing. But you do need to have patience in the midst of the evolution that's taking place. And I more so feel like within oneself, again, because you're almost unrecognizable to others, and that can affect your connections. That can affect where you feel you fit in and where you don't feel you fit in. You may just feel like the mundane just feels more exciting at times because you feel so detached from certain people, certain situations. I feel as if you're just needing to recognize where you thrive and where you don't, and that will even change moving forward. I keep being drawn to, in the Temperance card, and now here, a seashell. Look up the spiritual meaning if you don't know it already. Some will need to get a tattoo of that moving forward. I do feel like there's a focus on a third seashell is being shown to me. So the number 3. Okay, wow, I just was given a vision for me. Key wording. I do feel as if you're just needing to hop on your chariot and move towards a fresh beginning. Even if that feels small for you, it'll lead to other grand changes for oneself. It just feels like things feel like a bit of a whirlwind at times. And even if that's the case, don't allow for yourself to stop yourself from moving towards what you're meant for. All right? People will get it when the time is right for them. You have a lot of options. You have a lot to decide from, a lot of online shopping, I feel the need to say. You will be a successful business owner if that pertains to you. I don't know why it's coming out. I feel like for some it's a physical store that you're envisioning for oneself, or that spirit envisions for you. You will feel as if at times you're a bit trapped, okay? A bit limited. But also I'm getting a level of protection coming through. Protection preventing you from sticking with what's not meant for you, who's not meant for you, but also protection with a big change, world evolution that we've been speaking upon, all right? But I feel as if you just need to dig for the inner strength at times, and remember that you're more than meets the eye, okay? You're a very powerful being that just has a lot of ever-changing skill sets within themselves, okay, within oneself. I just feel as if there's times when you get a bit nervous due to the energy in the air, or due to your own thoughts and fears, and therefore you slip up on your words, and it just makes you a bit frustrated. But who cares, right? And I'm not saying who cares about your feelings, your thoughts, and whatnot, but if you slip up, people will still like you. Your real nature, your real way about you is what people like, okay? Not that you're perfect. Imperfection is a beautiful thing, remember that. And I feel like that's going to pair nicely with your powerful passion, okay? There's a focus on, okay, I'm getting Hawaii. Some of which drawn to this reading need to visit Hawaii or are meant to move there. I do feel as if you are going to remember, okay, with the number 77 coming out, that being relevant, that you can handle what's coming towards you, okay? The heavy workload, the desire to communicate, the new friendships, It just feels like you have a very busy schedule, but a different one moving forward, okay? And they want me to take this one. Yeah, a lot of communication, a lot of fast-paced movement, but I just feel like it all is wrapped up in a lot of change. Bear with me, as I purposely was meant to hit the camera and shake things up. But I do feel like with the Knight of Swords, it's this push to move with passion, but don't feel, again, ultra guarded. Don't feel as if people you meet are going to be like your past, okay? Or even situations will be like your past. Keep an open mind, keep a fresh mind, and recognize that you deserve this fresh start, but some habits need to be adjusted all the meanwhile. And do recognize with another ace over here, there's a lot of abundance to acquire, and you're getting a taste of that in the upcoming days, weeks, months, but there's much, much more to come. And don't forget that some of that abundance is involved in connecting with others, okay? And even selectively reconnecting with other people. Keep that hope alive and recognize that you're a true star, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Sending you so much love and light, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.